cutscene starts.
I don't fancy their chances.
I don't think I'm going to use any more spell slots on Gale. I think I'm just going to go ahead and start firebolting. Yeah, no resistances. I mean, we're going to keep going because we're going to win the fight anyway, Brother Squirrel. But honestly, I'm way more pissed about the Spirit Guardian going away, because that was 100%. That one was not my fault. I mean, I guess maybe when I was planning the fly, maybe there was probably a little animation of like stepping backwards and going there that would have flagged the arrow. But I'm even wondering if that was the case with the fly. I mean, the bear form thing is just my F up, although I am a little. I was very upset about the other thing. It's annoying me greatly, and I really don't like getting mad on stream, but I'm so fucking pissed that I lost that spirit form, and I haven't been able to clear my head about it. And it's affecting everything else I'm doing in this fight. We've seen in our multiplayer yesterday, we had a couple of weird movement-based things and weird clicks that weren't explained. Actually, Demonac had quite a few in his Warlock that was like, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense. Like melee attacking randomly in places that don't make sense. The other big problem with the polar bear form, though, is, you know what? I will counter this one because we don't have other targets. The bear form doesn't have anywhere near as many hit points.
The witching hour.
But I'm gonna use Gale. Hold on.
Got to focus.
When I do it, you get blessed, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter who I holy ward with in terms of getting Del up. Technically, this will self-bless Shadowheart, which might matter. So I guess I'll use her to do it. Otherwise, I mean, she's still got a standard action, but I'm not going to cast anything that needs concentration. I could Magic Missile. I will probably Sacred Flame. I think she's got the cool melee weapon here, but I don't think it's worth it here. I think what we're going to do is go ahead and Sacred Flame. Isn't fantastic because of these saving throws, but I think we'll do that. Unless... Yeah, there was the red arrow. You know, I wonder why there was a step back, though. Well, we're just going to have to be that much more careful. When we Tempestuous Flight, we're going to have to double check that for some reason Shadowheart isn't going to walk 3 steps and trigger an attack opportunity for no reason. Because that flight was on autopilot. It's like, no, the Tempestuous Flight's not supposed to generate it. See, I hate bitching about this over here. Stop. We may as well keep Frenzied Strike here. I mean, technically it makes us a little worse as we keep going.
Victory is assured.
But it's gonna be okay. Might want to dump some more spells on here after all. A little late for a bless. It's actually surprisingly okay. 55 is not great. Not really leaving my second level spells slots for anything particular other than maybe upscaled magic missiles. What's our expected damage? 100%, it's about half this much. I mean, Dell'll probably get knocked down again, but it's not the end of the world. Just keep doing that. Dell's got no more shapeshifts left anyway. And yeah, no sense in doing a heal, because we can't heal him enough to not fall. I'm sticking to my thing that, like, in general, and that actually applies to most versions of D&D, healing in combat is not the winning move. I wonder how easy it is to knock a multi-legged thing prone. Probably not very. You're gonna critical miss anyway, so I guess that's fine. Problem is, this one's running the attack of opportunity if I want to do it this way. Action word. I can't disengage because I don't have an action. I could just drink a big heal potion, but I don't think there's any real good reason to do that. And tell you what, I'm just gonna mass healing word. Dell's probably gonna drop again, but that's okay. Did it heal the Azer? It did, okay. Yeah, he's just gonna stay here, which probably means he'll be targeted. That's fine. We got the fight, but we used so many more resources than we needed. And that's the thing. Maybe I should have reloaded after we lost the Spirit Garden for no goddamn reason. Because this fight, we end up spending a lot more resource than we should. It might just be a one fight day, which is not what I like to do. Why don't you preemptively reckless attack, just to increase our chance of success here. Damn. Should have dropped some less. Of course, she's just going to get worse and worse at attacking, reckless attacking. But we're hoping that we might just be able to burst her down. Could have used some speed potions and things too, but again, I didn't take this fight very seriously. I didn't think I needed to. There we go. You got hit with mental fatigue, so you got to pin into your saving throws now, which is nice.
Let me recite their demise.
Who's left?
What's the plan?
You've canceled, you're done.
A rough tempest
Look at you.
I will raise.
What are the odds that I manage a kill here with magic missiles? Well, we need to be a very highly cast version. I don't think that's worthwhile. If we hit with 2 Scorching Rays, Scorching Ray average damage is, what, 7.5? Sound right? No. 7. 7 per ray. 2 with good rolls could do it, or 3. The odds are pretty bad of actually finishing this guy off. Oh yeah, ad break's about to start. Alright, you know what? It's probably silly, but I'm gonna use a level 4 version of that. Finish him.
Incredible. A light so radiant not even the curse can dim it.
The lantern flickers ever so briefly.
Alright, so we got a break, an ad break coming up in a second here.
Twitter.
I'm gonna take that opportunity to
Or
calm
perhaps
down
it's
from the
simply
rage
your
I'm feeling internally
imagination.
about the Spirit Guardian.
You-
That's causing everything else that's going bad.
Don't move a goddamn
Swing.
muscle.
Talk. Why in the hells would a cultist turn on her kind?
Interestingly enough, is it still triggering the conversation for Shadowheart? Even though Dell isn't in animal form. It's a little annoying. Alright, let's get up, let's stretch. Be right back. And let's try to calm down a little. stretch and a pee. I feel more calm now. Ish. Not really. Mm-hmm. Do. Yeah, I guess it's just Shadowheart must have been closer. Why is it Shadowheart in the conversation? I'm assuming that's who it was. I don't remember what it was right at the start of the cutscene, but I'm pretty sure that's the Animantan armor that Shadowheart is wearing. I mean, it's fine. Again, I don't mind her maybe taking a little bit of charge in this area because I feel like it thematically fits her pretty well, especially with some stuff I know is coming. But also, Del is the one who's the diplomatic one with all the knowledge skill. Like, Shadowheart just failed, I think, a history check here. Or maybe a religion check, which I think she might have had. I don't know if failed checks show up in here. That's too bad. And Del might have had a better chance to get it. He's got the int hat and everything like that, right? He'd have a better roll overall. Oh well, let's see. Why in the hells would a cultist turn on her kind? I'm not one of them. They took me prisoner. Couldn't bear the atrocities committed in the Absolute's name. I succumbed to their temptation. They gave me an opportunity to escape. Infected with their parasite, but I'm seeking a cure. I don't like any of these options. Where's the I'm actually trying to like fight against and overthrow the absolute completely option? Like this implies that like I was part of them and then they were too nasty, so I left. Succumbed to their temptations. Not one of them took me prisoner. I don't really want to tell this guy about the parasite. All these options are terrible. Yeah, I can't bear any of these options. I guess we can go number 2 just for the bear pun. Couldn't bear the atrocities. Even though none of these fit with what I want to say, but oh well.
By the 9 hells, is that right? And you are quite the curiosity. Follow me. I know a refuge from the darkness. You can rest there.
It'll have turned out that like there's like a druid specific option I could have taken if only Del was the one doing the conversation. Apparently I'm still salty at losing the freaking radiant spell. I mean, no, it really did cost us a lot. It actually did cost us a lot. Sort of refuge.
An inn. Last Light, it's called. A place you can sigh without the shadow beasts hearing.
Okay, so this is going to be very different from the multiplayer session we did. How about I kill you, keep the lantern for myself? No, lead on then.
Let the lantern's light be your guide. I'll mark your map, should you lose the way.
Are you letting me have the lantern? Fucking talk to the spider. I don't think I'm gonna. I mean, we have to shapeshift for sure. Cruel Sting. A drow elf wielding this weapon, that's very specific, deals an additional 1 to 4 poison damage against restrained targets. And it does have ensnaring strands as a spell you can cast. That is definitely just Vendor. For sure. Arcane Ashes. Whenever you deal fire damage, you gain 2 turns of heat. Engulfed by Vengeful Fire, take 1 to 4 fire damage each turn, but you can need heat for convergence. Consume your heat to fuel a powerful attack. Next time you deal fire damage, you deal an additional 1 fire damage for every turn of heat remaining. So, I mean, okay, so it's self-inflicting fire, although there's ways to get fire resistance. I don't think this is really a Gale item. You know, it is interesting, because it's not based on, like, casting a fire spell or anything like that. If we had a weapon that dealt fire damage, and we gave it to Karlach, and then gave her these gloves, every time she'd melee attack, she would generate heat, which she wouldn't take as much damage to, because she's naturally resistant to it. That is actually kind of interesting. I don't know, like, we could consider just sending it to camp. I might do that. I might just send it to camp, in case we end up doing some sort of fire build, although I think the answer is no. Would Fireball make it for each hit? That's interesting. Yeah, would you get multiple stacks of it if you're fireballing? That's a great question. Okay. So, I think we can give... Oh no, not that. Okay, the fact that the torch actually de-equips your melee weapons is actually kind of annoying to me. Like, it's weird that your melee weapons don't go in this slot, because when you switch to ranged, your melee weapons stay here. But when you switch to the torch, it doesn't just activate this. It de-equips the melee weapons. Which is frustrating because when I'm trying to organize my inventory, there's a risk that I'm going to send Nature's Snare and my shield to whoever I'm sending crap to. Which is definitely not what I want. I wish that wasn't the case. Alright, that's looted, that's looted. Let's poke around in here. So you marked the map. Moonrise. Last Light Inn. We can still go to Moonrise, and we will, but I think we'll go to Last Light Inn first. I may as well short rest because we've got to get a wild shape charge back.
Welcome rest.
And let's go ahead and drink a couple more of those. Get ourselves back in functional form. Okay. Yeah, the torch thing is kind of... So I guess the thing, especially if I'm not going around shapeshifter right now. Okay, there we go. You got this.
I'm ready.
Rather than have you torch... Let's just do that. Or actually, hold on. Dell's weapons don't matter anywhere near as much as, say, Karlach. I'm going to torch Karlach's weapon. That way, she's definitely going to be equipped with her weapon going to combat. Light's just a cantrip, and it's not concentration, but you can still only have one cast at a time. And Dell doesn't actually have light, right? No. And then, yeah, I didn't have it here. It's only...
Still
Got a heart
breathing,
that's got it. Okay.
despite everything.
Still fine enough. Although, again, I'm going to do the thing where I make sure that I'm leading with one person with the
I'll
light.
take this way.
So she's going to be lit, and everyone is going to be lit behind her because of these two, so that should be alright. Bunch of crates here. I do expect most of this to be empty, except maybe... Oh, that chest is empty. That's interesting. Yeah, the problem is when if you start an encounter when you're holding torches, because then you lose an action swapping weapons. I mean, otherwise it doesn't really matter. Get some more black oleander. I don't remember what it's for, but it's for crafting. See, I'm generally going to go north. We're going to try to work our way to the Last Light Inn, which I haven't seen at all.
Looks like an ambush. That might be worth a look.
Okay. I guess they must... Are they invisible? What's ambushing? Fact that entity will attack as soon as enemies are within reach. It can only be spotted successful perception check. Okay. So it's basically we spotted a hidden thing. What we're gonna do is move out of the vision cones. Hide everyone. Split everyone. And I'm gonna start with a fight with Dell here. Yeah, I guess I polar beared from... It's just called bear form? Okay, yeah, I must have hit bear form by instinct before. It's the first time I've done that misclick. Part of it is I'm concerned that we're overall playing too slow. I'm trying to speed up too, which is no good. I think I'm going to start the fight by doing this. Because they're spread out for fireballs and everything. We're just going to do this, and I'm okay with... Oh, actually, I'd want to check something. It's not early in the day. Like, we've used one short rest already and more spells than I would like, but I'm still curious. And the bark skin thing, I think we can make a million of. If I give this to Dell, because they're not overall going to be very useful to us at all. If we waste them all, like, it's either this or I vendor them. If I drink them as Dell, it does boost my AC to 16 in animal form. That is actually fairly useful. Not that an AC of 16 is that much, but I mean, theoretically, it's 5% less damage, so I guess it's okay. Teleport and growth. Garrote sounds bad. Oh, thanks for critting. If they want to... Well, I was all happy that they were all clustering up over here. I was going to fireball on top of Dell. What the hell? Okay, garroted. So it's interesting that it's bludgeoning damage, but it makes sense that we're taking damage over time. But I'm guessing that if we are garroted, then when these guys teleport, they bring you with them. Also, it's a dark area over here, so we're getting shadow
Need
curse.
to act fast.
And Shadowheart actually got pulled into aggro over here. Okay, how do we want to approach this? Honestly, I think I still like the idea of Spirit Guardian. And then she doesn't have enough move to get there, but she'll still be able to bonus action fly to get in here, do some radiant stuff. I think that's a good idea. Combat likes. Yeah, use Shadow Teleport. Oh yeah, if you're garroting a creature, it teleports with you. I'm gonna have to use a level 4 spell slot for that, but that's okay. 'Cause I don't think Shadowheart... I mean, literally doesn't know any level 4 spells, so yeah. The other thing is, she coming over here with her glowing weapon will eliminate the Shadow Curse from around Dell. This will be a walk, teleport, well, fly, not
this.
teleport, but yeah. Go, and we get rid of the Shadow Curse. Beautiful.
Come on, can't stay idle. Let's get this over with.
We could still drop a fireball. God, these things have huge amounts of hit points. Meazels. Yeah, they're actually insanely dangerous. What else they got going on? No resistances, dark vision. So, unless they've got other things than Garrote and the teleport, which is still a hell of a lot, they're mostly vanilla creatures. I really wish these... You know what? Maybe I won't use Gale's last 3rd level spell right now, in case somehow we can get these guys to group up some more. So I think I'm just going to open with a cantrip for now and see what develops. I don't love it. I don't think a cloud over here is going to do anything. The daggers are going to be no good because they're going to move really quick. A Bless could have maybe... Actually, maybe the Bless still has some value, even though I've already used Dell's attack. Actually, sorry, no, I haven't. And I don't care about Shadowheart's attack. I think Gale dropping a Bless right now is maybe the best thing he can do. Oh! Thank you. Yeah, I always forget about this, too. Arcane Recovery. Actually, I'm a little bit worried if I hit this right now, it might bring him into combat. I guess I could sneak him away and then do it and do that, but I'll wait until hopefully after this round. Well, what if I want the slot? Okay. This is still fully lit to right here.
On my way.
I'm really worried. Maybe what I'll do is I'll quick save. Because every now and again, some random shit will pull you into combat when it's like, well, why? Yeah, I can't recover that. Oh, this number of charges. Okay, so I can recover a bunch of low levels. Okay, let me just grab another level 3. Oh, actually, if I'm worried about... Okay, and you're D stealth. If I'm worried about, you know, what to do this round, what if I just haste Karlach? Maybe that's the better thing to do. Yeah.
Ready for some good news.
Oh, it did pull him into combat there, which is annoying.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh. Might have been wasting a little bit of haste time now. We're still good right now. Oh yeah, you can't frenzy out of combat. Okay. So we have to open... Well, I could just drop stealth. That doesn't make any sense. No, we'll open from stealth. There we go. And then it properly worked that we still have our things, or worked in a cheesy way, but... Frenzy. Go. Beat the crap out of this guy.